Hello guys, welcome back to the vlog. So we are up for another hydroponic update. And I know what you're going to say. I thought you said you was going to get rid of. Well, you know what? The week got away from me and I didn't get a chance to get back to tending the garden at all. So that's what we're going to be doing in this week's update. We're going to be doing a little bit of housekeeping, if you don't mind to be along for that ride with me. So here we are on our peppers. And what I realized is I needed to change the nutrients. So let me show you guys this. So if you can see on this table, and let me preface by saying I'm using the General Hydroponics Flora series. So it's the Flora Grow, the Flora Micro, and the Flora Bloom, all three of these. And I was on the transition to Bloom 2, 2, and 2. But I realize now that as you know, they are producing fruit at this point, I needed to move to the next stage. So this week, when I got my next jug of water to, start preparing for these plants, I'm now doing the blooming and ripening, which is the 1-2-3 ratio. And I'm just following it as it's, recommended. Nothing really crazy with that, but that's what I'm using. And I put a little cow mag in there, but that's what I'm doing for the pepper plant, for the tomatoes here, and for these green bean plants. So yeah, we had to go and start switching them, and I hope I didn't like miss the window of when I was supposed to do the transition, but hopefully they'll respond well to it, because my gosh. Yeah, so there's that. What I'm also going to do, oh, wait a minute. I didn't show you. This is my little mini Siam tomato and my cucumber over here. Cilantro is definitely thriving. And yeah, I need to get through here. The green onions, the scallions have kind of just went how they went, and the lettuce here. So yeah, let's do a little sprucing, a little cleaning up, and that's basically what this week's update will be. I also wanted to show you that my sprouts, the scallion sprouted. It looked like there was something going on in the second one. I don't know, but I definitely have. Let me see if I can open this up for you. There's something going on in this one. And this one is where I put the tiny, the Tom Thumb lettuce. What's going on here? What is that? Isn't that strange? I don't know what those are. I put a tiny I'm gonna get it out. Tom Thumb seed. I put in this one and that one, and I did a scallion in here, and of course you can see here. This one I'm going to go ahead and transfer now, because you just saw what my scallions are currently looking like. So I'm going to take it out and replace it with this one, since now this seedling is ready to go. And that's basically the whole point of me getting this seedling tray, is that when I'm, trying to migrate out of my plants that need to be removed, that I'll have backups already ready, and I have to go through that whole seed starting process. Like I'll have some kind of in the wings, if you will. It looks like there's something sprouted here, actually. So I think we should be good on that front. Oh, look at that. That didn't even fight me. It was done. All right, so we'll pull that out. And then this other one here, let's see. where it is. Huh, didn't have much going on there either. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this and put it in my fridge for me to use tonight actually. And then I'm going to pull out the sponge and replace those. All right, so I have put the new sponge in here and put a new sticker on just to preserve it, to make sure there's no issues. And you can see I put both of them in there because the other one I thought looked like there was a bit of a sprout coming up. And whoa. All right, so now I got to trim this time back. Okay, so we cut some of that out of there. So now we got that cleared away. And the next thing is to get this pak choi out of here. Well, this was a fight. There was a lot of flowers, little yellow flowers shed all over the place. But yeah, mental note not to let it grow this big. And I probably should have trimmed those parts off first before. It has still a good bit of roots left in there that I had to cut it out. But I think it got fused with the other one, the other pak choi that was right beside it, and their roots got tangled. So I'll have to be fighting with that on the next one, because I'm going to take that other pak choi out too and just have the both of them out. And I'm going to put lettuce in the place of where the pak choi was. So yeah, that one was a fight to come out. All right, now let me adjust this. Oh, geez. Got some more thyme that's going to come out. And I now have a container that I can put in my fridge when I'm not ready to do anything with them, to kind of preserve them and keep them for the time being. So I at least will have that. The other thing I need to get out is this basil. It was on its last legs. This was my secondary lettuce leaf basil. That needs to come out as well. And I'm just going to put a cover over that space because we won't be using that. All right, so we put the cap down for that. And now the last one we have here is this other pak choi. Okay, this one's coming out easier because the other one wanted to fight, but I think it's a lot of it is tangled with. There we go. All right, so now we got two spaces available for the lettuce. And I'm gonna look at how much space that freed up there. So maybe next time when I decide that I'm going to do the pak choi, maybe I'll do those in its own containers. I think, knowing that now how they grow, because I was not aware. I thought they grew straight up like regular bok choy plants, but they seem to grow off to the side, which took up a lot more room. Okay, so let me see here. I think I want you guys to get a good look. See how much space we have down there now? I think I'm gonna just go ahead and put in those seeds that I did, and let's just see what happens with the lettuce. All right, so we've done some significant cleanup over here, and I'm also going to take out the lettuce here and go ahead and get rid of those. I've been saying that for the longest, and seemed like as soon as I said it, then I wasn't eating it anymore. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, so now we got some space freed up, excuse me, a little bit over here and some more space there. And let's look at the harvest. This, you guys, is the harvest today from out of my garden. We have thyme here, the basil, pak choi, and my lettuce. So I will go ahead and start figuring out how to preserve them, and I'm going to be making something shortly with the pak choi. And yeah, that's it, you guys. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you took something away from today's video. If you have any questions below, as always, please leave them down below. And I will talk to you again soon. Happy gardening and take care, friends.